Okay, so the first card we have for you, Pisces, is laziness. This is how you might be feeling, thinking. Sorry. You guys might be thinking in the month of May about not doing anything. You might just be really lazy. Um, so this is the deal about laziness. We have to be careful because if we're too lazy, then we can sometimes, if we have important things that we need to do and responsibilities, we end up procrastinating. And then later on, it becomes more work because we were lazy in the moment. So for some of you, you need to be lazy. Maybe you want to be lazy and you have the time to do that. So go for it. For those of you that have the time, you guys might be thinking about how can I be enjoy my time just doing nothing. So you might be going to the beach, you might be just reading a book, listening to music, just not really wanting to do things other than just relax. So a lot of you might be thinking about that this month. And the next card we have is politics. So this is what is in the position of how you might be acting this month of May. You might be acting or doing things you might be taking action, doing things in a way where you need to be the politician. Some of you guys might be dealing with people that are two-faced. You might be acting, one way in one group of people, a different way with a different group of people. You might be having to put a false face on in order to deal with certain groups or certain people. But you guys might be acting this way. You might be acting out this way, or others might be acting this way to you. You might be feeling like, oh, these people are so fake. You could see right through it. And Pisces, you can. You guys are very in tune with your emotions. You're very intuitive, and you can feel and sense when somebody's being two-faced, when they're putting on an act or putting on a show. You guys will know. So, but this is in the position of how you may be acting in situations this month. So you guys might be the politician this month. You might be acting out in ways where you feel that you can't be yourself. You feel like you need to put a false face on or false, facade on for whatever is going on in your life. So you might have to do that this month or feel that you have to do that. So, but if somebody's doing it to you, I know you guys are going to be able to see right through it. Okay, the next card we have is the Miser. This is in the position of how you're feeling. You guys might be feeling very clingy to your possessions, clingy to your emotions. Maybe you have to hold on to your emotions. So you're going to show a false face that maybe you're holding really tightly to your emotions and not want people to know about them. Therefore, you're going to put on a false face. So this could have a lot to do with, it could have to do with money. You could be like really hoarding and saving all your money, and maybe not letting people know that you have some money. It also could be your emotions. So it's either or. Some of you are really holding very tightly onto your possessions, and maybe for fear. I don't know what the reason would be, but it's not. I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide whether this is healthy in your situation or not healthy. Sometimes we have to hold on to our things for dear life, and sometimes it's not a good idea. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. If it is affecting you, some of you guys might be putting on a false facade over this hoarding of being real overly protective over your things. It's definitely not a good idea to be overly protective over anything, whether it's your heart or your money. We do need to have free flow within our lives. So some of you do need to loosen up. You need to let go of the attachment you have to this money or the emotions. Not necessarily do you need to spend it. I'm just saying you may need to let go emotionally of the attachment that you're having towards this, because it could be causing you to be on edge and a fake person. It could be causing you to be somebody you're not, because when we hold on to something or we're overly attached to something, we become a slave to it. We become a slave to that feeling or whatever, and it could cause some problems for some of you. The next card we have is the Mind. So a lot of you guys are going to be a little bit too much ruminating in your mind. Your mind might be going a million miles. You might have so many thoughts and emotions. going through the mind over and over and over, and you're not able to really get clarity. And so you just keep doing it more and more until you're trying to get clarity. So something's really weighing on your mind. There might be some issues you need to resolve, or some clarity you need to get, or some answers you need to get, and you're not able to get them right now. So this is a card that says that it is important to step away for a moment. You need to, I mean, it's hard to detach once you're like this, because it causes anxiety and stress. So it is important to step away from, if you can, try to meditate, or try to go into a situation where you can try to set your mind at ease. Maybe you need to be lazy. Maybe that's why you guys are feeling a laziness. Maybe you're trying to detach from or ignore some problems. Now, ignore is different than detach in order to get clarity. So you don't want to completely ignore by being lazy. That could be also you're being lazy, meaning you just want to not deal with something. That's, that could be a situation for some of you. But yeah, there might be some mental torment going on within your head, having to do with, quite a few of these things, being overly attached to something, and maybe sensing or being, false, putting on a false face towards someone or yourself or others. All right, so let's go into your reading here. What we have, one of the cards we have for you is the Lovers. It's in reverse. So this is telling me that there might be some kind of lack of passion towards a relationship that you might be in or involved with. You might be feeling, you might not be feeling the passion for this person anymore, or the passion for something anymore. Maybe this putting on this face is something that you've been doing in a relationship. Maybe you've been lying to yourself about a love relationship that you've been in. Maybe you've been holding back your feelings. Maybe you've been lying to yourself, or somebody's been lying to you. But I do see that something's not genuine. Okay. So a lot of you guys might be definitely wanting to leave a love relationship, or leave something behind, because you're just not feeling the passion anymore for it. All right, let's see what else we have here. The center of the reading, we have the Devil. The Devil's in reverse. Okay, guys, for month of May, you have the Devil, and it is in reverse. So it's telling me that there is an unhealthy situation, an attachment that you're involved in or with somebody, or if it's not with somebody, it's yourself. There is a negative attachment. Okay. We have the Miser, which is a very, very unhealthy attachment. So again, this unhealthy attachment, whether it be with a relationship, a work situation, or your own self, you could be, addicted to something that's unhealthy. Okay. And that's, causing you to be overly indulgent in it. But I do see it is in reverse. So I do see that you're aware of this addiction, this unhealthy thinking, this unhealthy relationship, this unhealthy passion that you're involved with, or this person, or it's unhealthy negative thinking. This Devil card could be many, many things. We're just getting into the reading, but it could have to do with passion and love with somebody. So if it's not a relationship, then it could be many things, like I said, but it could be you could be negatively attached to negativity in your mind, which is ruminating, and you're driving yourself crazy, and that could be a very unhealthy addiction. So this is an addiction card. It's something that you're attached to, that it's very difficult for you to let go of. And it is in reverse. So it's either you're being tempted this month to be pulled back into some addictions that are unhealthy, or an unhealthy relationship. Or you are, if it's not being tempted, it is you're trying to pull yourself out, or you are pulling yourself out, like leaving a situation, letting it go, breaking up, walking away from an unhealthy situation. Because I don't see that there's any passion anymore for a relationship. So there's no need to stay in something that you don't have passion in. Maybe you're addicted just to the company, or having somebody in your life, like a codependency type issue, and it's hard for you to let go of that. But you know that if you don't, it's going to really continue to ruminate in your mind negative thoughts. And the best thing to do is obviously to get out and away from anything that you are unhealthily attached to. Whatever this unhealthy attachment is telling you it's not good for you. Don't get caught up in it. Okay, guys, so that's good. It's just, you're going to have to pull yourself out of something this month. And it's not going to be that difficult for you because it is in reverse. If it was upright, it would be a lot harder. But this is already saying that you're either barely getting attached to something and it's not too late, meaning you can still pull out of this negative behavior, negative addiction, negative persons that are around you. And the devil also can indicate a Capricorn or an Aquarius. This could be a person. It could be a Capricorn or an Aquarius that you're going out with, that you're dealing with, that you're maybe losing passion for, or there's an unhealthy attachment with that type of person. Okay, the next card we have that's crossing you is, and could be a challenge for you this month, is the Ace of Pentacles. I don't see this as a challenge at all. This is here for you. Out of the blue, you will be receiving an unexpected sum of money, a small chunk of money that is unexpected, that you really weren't counting on, or you forgot about. Maybe you knew about it, but you forgot about it. So it comes out of the blue and you were like, oh, I'm surprised. I forgot about that or something. So it's a pleasant, healthy, happy surprise. You guys are going to find something that maybe you forgot, but it is money coming to you. And it could be a small chunk, or a large chunk of money that's coming your way. And again, it is a surprise. If it's not money, this could be possibly out of the blue, you're getting a gift. This could be a gift, Pisces. A gift of money, or a gift of something of high value to you that seems like it's a lot of money. Value, money value. It's something that is going to be a gift. And it's a positive gift. It's a good thing. Accept it. Take it. Okay, in your recent past, we have the Two of Wands. So in the recent past, you were really, really unstable as far as your decision making for your future. There was no way you could make a decision for long term. You were unable to make any plans or make any definitive plans or decisions about your future and your long term future. For whatever reason, you were unable to do that. Maybe it had to do with this addiction or these things you're figuring out what your passion is or making a decision. Okay, so, but for whatever reason, in the past, you were unable to make any long-term plans. All right, in the current position of what's coming in right now in May is the Knight of Wands. This could be a fire sign. This could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius coming in, or that you've been dealing with that's unhealthy. It could be an unhealthy person. This is definitely somebody who's unhealthy. It's somebody that comes and goes really fast, back and forth, comes into your life, disappears, then comes back into your life, disappears. And it's a very fast, short-term energy. And it's somebody that doesn't have a lot of desire for anything really of significance. This person also could be losing the passion for something. They don't really have a lot of passion or love to give. So this person's just really unhealthy. They're in and out of your life. And that's maybe what is causing this loss of passion, loss of love. Maybe you were with this person and you're realizing that this is a very unhealthy attachment to have somebody come in and out of your life constantly. Maybe it's causing you to be, maybe this is the person. This Knight of Wands is the one that is having this, back and forth type of mask. 1 minute they're this way, 1 minute they're that way. They're in this way, they're in and out, they're in and out. They keep changing their mind. This person's really insecure. So maybe they are putting on a false, maybe they're lying to you and saying, I do want things to be different. And then they leave. Oh, I want something to work out. And then they change their mind right away. So this person might just be in it for the moment and nothing long-term. This could be a male or female because it's a general reading, but I think that you're seeing that that's a very unhealthy attachment and you want to stop this cycle. And in order to stop a cycle like this, you need to let it go completely. It's something that needs to be, let go of. So I think you guys are going to hopefully do the right thing to get yourself away from any temptation, away from any kind of negative attachment that you're dealing with, if it is with this person. If not, this is definitely somebody that's again coming in and out of your life very quickly and abruptly, and it's just over and over, back and forth, back and forth. You cannot ever count on this person. All right, so the next card we have for in your hopes and your what it is that you're striving for, what it is that you are wanting in your life. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. So it looks like you really want marriage, you want a home, you want a family, you want stability, you want long-term joy, happiness, and harmony within your home life, within your family life. You want, something that will last for a lifetime, something that you can pass on to your kids. You might want kids. You might want a marriage. You might want your family to all get along. So this is something that you're really wanting and striving for. And you guys might be receiving a gift of money from a family member this month. This money could be coming from your family. Maybe they're going to give you some money to help you get out of a negative situation. If you're in a negative situation that requires money, maybe that's what you're getting. Maybe it's a gift from a family member. But this is what you're striving for. You really do want money. You want wealth. You want a strong foundation. You want harmony. You want to work together with a family opposed to being alone on your own. And this person is not going to give you that. This person definitely will not give you that. This fire sign, if it's not a fire sign, it's just they could have fire in their chart. But this person definitely is coming in and out of your life. And this is basically in the position for you, Pisces. This is one of the cards that's telling you to focus on this. It's telling you to really focus on this person. Or if you're the one, Pisces, acting like this, wow, you got to stop, because this is somebody who is just all over the place. They can't settle down. They can't be happy or do anything long term. So, we did have this in your past. You were unable to make long-term plans for whatever reason. Maybe it caused you to be like this energy in and out of your life. Or this is why you were unable to make plans in the past, is because this person can never settle down. So either way, you do need to get away from this energy. And this card is telling you to, put an end to this. Get out of the situation. It's becoming very, very addictive and unhealthy. You're becoming too attached and used to it, and it's not good for you. The next card we have is the Ace of Wands. Wow. But this is in reverse. So right now, this is the energy coming in for you as well. It's another fire energy. It's an action energy. It's having to do with stability. It has to do with new ideas, new passion, new desire. But I see it's in reverse. So there's a lack of passion. There's a lack of desire. There's a lack of creating new passion, new desire, moving forward in a new direction. There's some kind of blockage stopping you from going forth and starting something brand new. Okay. This is a blocked energy. It's probably because you feel attached and attached to this person maybe coming in and out of your life. It's creating you guys to be blocked from new love, new opportunities, new passions, whether that be with work, relationship, a new project, a new passion, anything that you feel good about and desiring for long term. There's some kind of blockage with something having to do with that. And I really do believe it's, of course, this Devil card. It's a block as well. You want family, you want money, you want stability, but you're not getting it. In the past, you were not able to have strong foundations because you couldn't even get this person to stay long enough to even make a plan for maybe one day. You're over it. Somebody's losing the desire to be with this. I think you're realizing now that somebody's realizing that this is the case. You may not have known it before, and that this person's putting on a false facade, and that you're seeing right through it. And Pisces, again, you guys are really good with that. You can see through a lot of stuff. If this is not a relationship, if this is not somebody you're involved with, it very well could just be a family member. It could be a friend. It just could be somebody, but you can't count on this person to come, for anything stable in your life. All right, so the next card we have is the Queen of Cups. And this is in the position of how you are basically viewing your situation. And this is of male or female. It is a water sign. So it could be you, Pisces. It could be, it could be a Cancer or a Scorpio as well. It could be a mother figure or a father figure. It could be somebody who is somebody who's very creative. They can manifest and create things with their mind, with their emotions. And this person's giving, they're nurturing, and they're very stable, and they're very solid with their emotions, that you can't knock them off their game, because they're just so strong and solid in who they are, and they can control their feelings, thoughts, and emotions. Unlike this person, I don't think this person has emotions. They're just going off of sheer drive and lack. This person has a lack of passion. They just want to come in and out of your life. So you do see something. This is either a person that might be coming in for you this month as well. This person could be, inspiring you, nurturing you, giving you advice, being there for you. Or you could be starting to become this person, creative and a lot more stable. Maybe you're getting rid of this addiction. You're realizing it, and you're becoming a lot more creative, possibly. But this person is here for you. There is somebody here that's creative and loving and nurturing. Could be your mother. Your mother could be coming in, offering you some money.